As you may already know, my name's Clare Baker and I'm a former clutterholic and borderline hoarder. I successfully cleared all my clutter over 20 years ago without the need for an expensive home visit. And I've been helping other people around the world do exactly the same thing ever since, so that they too can know what it's like to live a completely clutter-free life forever. One of my missions is to dispel a lot of the decluttering myths that are perpetuated by most of the decluttering TV programs, books, and experts by explaining exactly why the myths are myths. So today, I want to explain the most popular myth that is keeping people trapped with their clutter. It's the myth that decluttering and clearing your clutter is about creating a show home or living a minimalist life. Absolutely not. Ugh. Another myth that is perpetuated by the TV decluttering programs and organizational experts. If you really want to live in a show home or live a minimalist life, then I am not the person to help you do that. Not only is it totally unrealistic and unattainable, it's also not achievable unless you've got a team of people to help you maintain that show home and maintain that minimalist lifestyle. Besides, you should know that show homes are staged, especially new build show homes. If you ever go and look around one, take a tape measure and a notepad and just measure the beds, the sofa, the couches, count up the number of cupboards and storage units that are in there. There will be a lot fewer and they'll be smaller than the ones that you and I have in our homes. So there are three reasons why this myth is a myth. First, the fear of the void. Evolution has meant that your brain has evolved to have a fear of the void. It interprets a void or an empty space as symbolizing scarcity, and our survival is at risk when there's scarcity. So this triggers a fear in us and we go to fill it. Now, I'm sure you're familiar with this concept if you've ever cleared some clutter, created a clear space, and then discovered that the clutter grows back within a matter of hours, days, weeks, or months. It's a frustrating consequence of evolution because we don't even realize that we are filling the void. So if you create a show home, which by definition means that there's not much in it, your brain will go into panic mode. It will interpret that void as scarcity, and it will start to fill that void with stuff so that our brain can see and feel safe and secure. If you're someone who likes to be able to see what you have, then you'll be familiar with this concept because it's the epitome of out of sight, out of mind. Your brain sees an empty space, a void, so presumes that you haven't got what you want or what you need in order to survive. It's one of the reasons why I have shelves in my kitchen, not cupboards, and clothes rails in the bedroom rather than a wardrobe or drawers. My husband and I take comfort from being able to see at a glance what we have. It stops us impulse buying things because we can visualize the shelf and the rail at home. Picturing a wardrobe or drawers wouldn't include what's in them. For us, if things were in cupboards, we tried to fill the void. Second, signs of life or conversation starters. So show homes always look, sound, feel, and smell lovely, don't they? They're comfy sofas, couches, beds, plumped pillows, pretty pictures, lots of light. It looks and feels like a hotel room. There's a candle, often a diffuser or plug-in air freshener that makes it smell lovely too. There might even be low-level background music. It's easy to imagine living there, which is the whole point, of course. I'm sure you've heard about the estate agent trick to get us to buy more houses. They put fresh coffee and baked bread in there to make people feel warm and fuzzy. That's the same trick that supermarkets use to help us smell the bakery when we walk in. It's to make us impulse buy more. We can, of course, recreate these things in our clutter-free home, yet the one thing missing from the show homes and the supermarkets are what I call signs of life or conversation starters. These are things that if someone came and visited us, they'd be able to ask us about the things that they see, and it would start a conversation. In a show home, where are the photos of real people in your life doing things that are unique to you and your life? Yes, there might be the perfect looking family in the perfect photo frame, but they're just the models who are used to sell the photo frame. They're not real. They don't make you curious to find out more about the person who lives in that home. Imagine your home was on the UK TV programme called Through the Keyhole. It's where a presenter looks round a celebrity's home and a panel have to guess whose home it belongs to, which celebrity. If there were no signs of life in your home, no one would ever guess that it was your home unless they'd actually been to your home before and recognised it. I'm sure you want to create a home that someone would instantly know is your home. I'm sure if, as part of your clutter-free goal, you want to invite friends and family into your home, you want to be able to share conversations about the memories that are triggered by the things that they see in your home. The third reason this is a myth is because of maintenance. If you moved into a show home, how would you maintain it? You wouldn't be able to keep most of your belongings in the show home because as soon as you move your things in, it's no longer a show home and it takes up too much space. So you'd probably need to put your things in a self-storage unit to maintain the show home look. However, because of the fear of the void and because you haven't broken your clutter accumulating habits, and you may not even know that you have clutter accumulating habits yet, you'll simply fill the show home with new clutter. Things in the self-storage unit will be out of sight and out of mind. So you'll forget what you've already got and you'll end up with multiples of many things. Before you know it, your show home will no longer be a show home because you've filled the void to feel safe. Any signs of life you had in your show home will be hidden by the new clutter that's filling the void. And you'll have the additional financial burden of paying for a self-storage unit. The truth is, even if you created or moved into a show home, you wouldn't be able to maintain it for long, and you'll end up with more clutter than you have now. Trying to create a home that is what you think everyone expects you to create may actually be causing you to sabotage your clutter clearing success. You may know that a show home is unrealistic and exhausting to maintain. So actually it's easier to just stay cluttered. When we're clearing our clutter, our aim is to create a home that is safe, comfortable, and importantly reflects us and our past, present, and future lives. It has signs of life and conversation starters. It's something we can maintain with minimal effort. Stop believing this myth and start thinking about what a safe and comfortable home looks, sounds, feels, and smells like for you. After all, you're the one going to be living there. If you're ready to get the help that you need to clear your clutter forever, click on the link with this video and start your 7-step journey to your clutter-free life now.